championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jackson now off the bootleg. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson will keep it. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate and count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
No, we changed it. 13.
Here's Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
Looking
ready?
to put a drive together.
Down. Black, 95.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 59 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 1.
The 31-yard line.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw.
Open man. There's Darnell Washington.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 bull. 597. Ready?
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now. 45. Right. Come on, 38. Check, huh?
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Set, ready. 10 black. 22 needle. Clear green. Set,
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Darnell Washington
From 4 yards out.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go, set.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go, here we go. 52 blue. Don't peek. Movement. Ready.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
Come on, set. 52 blue striker. Blaster, stick. Cut.
They'll set up a throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Cut. Black, 95. Smash, ready.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hey, report! Report!
Now it's Jackson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10, 46-yard line.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 31-yard line.
Blue striker.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Yellow, 22. Red, yellow. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Odafe Oweh with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. It doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Ready?
Completed out left to Downs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Back, Bill Green. Black, 95. Black chop. Set.
They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. But how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And a fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Let's go now. Red, set.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Blue, let's go. 52 blue is striking. Cut.
Second and 13. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Green jack. Ready. Set.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Lester on the return.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Henry up the middle. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 31 yards.
And the Ravens have moved out in front. Fitzgerald down for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Ravens 24, Steelers 17. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he is is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. That is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 83 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 40, cut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Ready.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready, ready. Snap. 32. Green gap. Set.
They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
On the ready. Here we go. Here we go. Blue strike. Black 40. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bryan Bresee forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now it's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Again to Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Metcalf motions left.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 3. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Ready. Hut.
Pacheco. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you've kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And fights through one man.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. There he goes again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 41 yards. And the Ravens
continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
38.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
White. Black. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Handoff now. And he lost the football. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
247 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter to the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that +3.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! What? What in? Cut!
They'll try and run forward with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
See, Ren. Let's go. Sit up!
Inside handoff here to Ricard.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Ravens 52, Steelers 31. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to